welcome back to another vlog today. And today I'm going to be talking about skills in Canada that can fetch you money. Skills that you can use to earn extra income in addition to your main job while you do them on the side. And then if you wish to make them your main source of income, they can also fetch you that money that you also want. That's what I'm going to be talking about today. These are very useful skills that are very well paid in Canada, and you'll be amazed at how much it costs. I'm going to be stating how much it costs for some of them, and then we'll learn as we go. So I have 11 of them on my list, and I'll just be going through them one after the other. But what prompted me to make this video was because I experienced one of it. My birthday was in June and I wanted to do a shoot. So the shoot required me to hire a photographer, a makeup artist, and I had to do the wardrobe outfit change and everything by myself. Because if I had to hire that one too, hire somebody to do that, it's gonna be hella expensive. So I hired a photographer, and you wouldn't believe how much photographers charge in Canada per hour. I didn't know it was that expensive till it was time to do it. Also, for makeup artists, for Africans, the way we do our makeup is totally different from what's obtainable here. So you need somebody who understands our skin texture, our skin colors, and what will really rhyme, so they don't make you up and you end up looking like Ojuju. You want to look nice, you want that glam, you want to just slay. That's the word. And for you to get a makeup artist in this country per hour, and if you're late, it's a problem. You have to keep to time. Well, let's just delve into the topic for today. So first on my list, skill that you should have or you can develop, learn before you get to Canada is photography. If you know that you like taking pictures, you're good with editing softwares and tools that you can use to just make things look nice. Maybe you do it for fun for now. The good news is you can use it to earn income in Canada. Photography in this country is very expensive. So when I was looking for a photographer for my birthday shoot, I was amazed when I was reaching out to most of the photographers on Instagram, and they were telling me $250 per hour, $300, as much as $500 to $600 per hour. So 1 hour of that person's time spent with you, you have to pay like $500, $400, $250 for 1 hour. And then they take you as much pictures, depends on the arrangement you have. Some take as much as 100 pictures, and then you have to select. Some take 1,000, then you have to select how many they have to edit for you. So they don't just edit every picture they take. They're going to take you tons of pictures, quite all right, but then you're going to select a certain number that you're going to edit for you to use for whatever purpose you want. So photography is a very, very big and useful skill in Canada that could fetch you lots of money in this country. So if you already do it as for fun, you can hone those skills so much such that when you get here, you can do that on the side. So you work during the weekdays, and on the weekends, you take appointments and you're able to take pictures for people and earn some extra cash. In addition to that, like I said earlier at the beginning, is makeup artistry. Now, if you're a makeup artist, especially for black skin, you're going to make money here as well. So if you know how to do makeup, you can use those skills to also make money. And the good thing about these skills is you can program them to rhyme with your available time, your availability. You can program them to be, say, in the evenings or on weekends only. That's when you take appointments, particularly if you're doing it as a side gig in addition to your main job. But then if you're doing it full time, maybe you've developed your clientele base to the point where you're able to do it full time, then you can be taking appointments at any time. People pay as much as, okay, the cheapest I've seen for makeup artistry, like to do your makeup for 1 hour, the cheapest is $100. So you're making $100 an hour. Imagine you have to make up like 5 people a day. You're making $500 an hour, which is very good income that you can use to augment your main income, or then if you're doing it full time. So I live downtown and I thought to give you a good view of the city today. That's why the setting is quite different from maybe what you're used to. There used to be a very giant clock behind me, but today I wanted you to see the city behind me. So it's going to be, you'll be hearing some cars moving, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to hit the subscribe button. So for makeup artistry, like I was saying, you can make that extra income. The cheapest I've seen is $100 an hour. And if you're making like five people's makeup a day, if you're going to do makeup for five people, that's like $500 a day. And then let's say you're doing that, you have bookings back to back, you master the skill, you're so good, you're the go-to person, someone wants makeup and you're the first person they think about. Do you know how much you're going to make in addition to whatever other place you're getting your income from? Or even if it's your main source of income, it's going to keep you going for as long as you want to use it. Now, number 3 on my list is driving. I had a personal experience with this one. Thankfully, I knew how to drive from Nigeria. So when I came here, the first thing on my list was getting a license. I made a video about getting my driver's license somewhere amongst my videos. If you're yet to see that, you can scroll down and see it, or I'll try to link it at the end of this video. So getting my license was top priority for me. I needed that license just for the sake of, it's very important to drive in this country because of the road network. Now, it's not like what we're used to back in Nigeria that, say, if you come out from your house and you're not mobile, you can either hail a bike, a motorcycle, or you can see danfo or bus or keke or something that you can quickly hop into and get to your destination. It is totally different here. You will not see that easily. There are no taxis. There are taxis, but they are Uber or any of those other taxi services where you have to hail them on the apps. And they are very expensive if you have to rely on them every day. And then if you have to do the bus, they are timed. So if it is not in line with the timeline you want to use to go for an appointment, you might be running late. But then if you know that when you get here, you want to get a car, driving is very important. Now, the experience I had with driving was when I was moving houses. This is also why you need to know how to drive. So when I was moving, over here we have U-Haul, and you can go rent a U-Haul. A U-Haul is a vehicle that you can use to move your stuff. So when you rent a U-Haul, you either drive that U-Haul yourself, get your friend to drive the U-Haul, or rent a driver, maybe on Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji. And do you know how much it is to rent a driver per hour? I don't really know the exact figure, but it's very expensive as well. So if you're hiring somebody to come drive the car from point A to point B, it's very expensive. But if you know how to drive, you can just go to U-Haul, rent the vehicle, pack your stuff into the car, and move it from point A to point B and save yourself some money on driving. Also, for driving skills, when you get here newly and you don't have a job yet, you can register for jobs like Uber Eats, Skip Dishes, and other delivery services, and then you register with your car on these platforms, and you can also earn income for the period before you're able to land a job. So driving is a very, very, very good skill. Number 4 is the basic toolbox skill. This one cracks me up because when I came here, I had to buy a toolbox. When I bought that toolbox, my friends were laughing. And guess who comes to borrow the toolbox from me now? My friends come to borrow my toolbox every other day because they need a hammer or they need a spanner or a screwdriver. So I invested in a good toolbox, and you can get any of that in Canadian Tire. Yeah, Canadian Tire is where I got mine from. So it's very important in this country to own a toolbox because of the amount of DIY you're going to do. I didn't know I had the skills to fix stuff. I became Bob the Builder overnight because you have to fix stuff. Either you're nailing something, you buy a chair, especially if you're buying furniture from IKEA. IKEA just packages the furniture for you, gives you all of the nails and everything, and then you're supposed to fix it yourself. So if you don't have these basic skills, it will be difficult for you. And you'd be amazed when you go to the e-commerce platforms like Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji, to find handy guys that would come hang up something for you or fix your bed. It's very expensive. I'm so passionate about it because of how expensive it is. You won't believe you could call somebody to fix your chair and they could be charging you like $100 just to fix your chair. By the time you see how much it costs, nobody is going to tell you. You learn how to do these things by yourself. The fifth one on my list, very important, and you'll get money every time, is cooking. People survive on food, so they can't do without food. Either they are throwing a party, or they are too tired to cook, or they don't even know how to cook in the first place, and then they need your services. Every other day, people need food. Cooking and baking skills is a life skill that I feel, okay, remove baking skills from it. Say cooking skill, I feel is a very important life skill that you should have as a human being. So, but then if you take it a notch higher and you know how to cook different kinds of meals, very nice cuisine, you'd be the go-to person for whatever party, whatever event you want to go for. Last year, December, I was tired of cooking. So I felt, okay, let me order food this time for the Christmas. And I ordered a tray of fried rice, jollof rice, and beef. It wasn't a very big tray, very small quantity of food. I spent $250 for that thing. Like, yes, they have to factor in making profits, the stress and everything, but it just goes to show you how much you can make if you make food for people. If you're able to make this food for people every other weekend, that's extra cash that will come to you. And you know the good thing about it, you can actually do it from your house. You don't need to go anywhere. You can cook from your house, and you serve friends, you serve people, spread the word around and tell them you know how to cook. And before you know it, you're getting the orders rolling in. Number six on my list is pedicure and manicure. So I have a pedicure lady I go to, and manicure lady I go to, who does my nails and fixes them for me whenever I have the need for it. She's always booked. Like, I know when she started because she migrated here recently. She migrated here early this year. So when she started, she didn't have as much clientele as she does now. And back then, I didn't even need to plan much before calling her. I could just call her and say, hey, can I come tomorrow? And she'll say, yeah, she's free. Recent times, I have to call her like 2 weeks or 1 week ahead of time. Call her ahead to book my place. If not, I won't have some time. Like, I won't have any time to go fix my nails or make her do my nails. So she's that busy. And then I even see it myself when I go to her. Like when they're fixing my nails, when she's almost done, she tells me someone else is coming in the next 15 minutes. She needs to wrap up fast because the next person is coming. So if this is a skill you can learn, and learn it very well and master the skill is something that you can put to use in this country. It will be very useful for you. Also, you can set it up in your house. You don't even need a store. You just need a very small corner of your house, and before you know it, you're doing pedicure, manicure for people, and you're earning money for it. And the cheapest for pedicure that I have seen, just your nails, your fingernails, is $50. Cheapest. It goes from $50 and above for pedicure. So if you're good with that, it's something you can also use to make money. The next one is hair braiding. Don't get me started. I love to braid my hair. And back in Nigeria, I don't even keep my braids long. I don't keep them for so long. Maximum 1 month, I'm done. In this country, I found myself keeping my braids in for as long as 3 months. It was that bad, like especially the first time I came. The first time I came, I kept my braids in for a very long time because I didn't even know who to go to, where to go to. I'm not a very big fan of wigs, but I've started loving wigs because we have to survive somehow, you know? You have to find a way around these things. So each time I have to braid my hair, including the what you're going to pay the person and the extensions you're going to get, you're spending not less than $250, $250 to make your hair. Braid your hair. And God bless you, you don't go to somebody that knows how to do it well and they make it trash for you. But then if you learn how to braid hair, you learn how to also barb hair, like cut male hair, even ladies, if you know how to do it very well, you would earn a lot of money. So the minimum I know that guys cut their hair in this country is $25. And I know they do it very often as bi-weekly. So if you're spending $50 a month, that's $25 in 2 weeks, $50 a month, and you know how to cut your hair. Say you have a child, a son, you can always do it for the child. And then you can also extend this service to your friends, your family, and before you know it, you become that go-to guy for cutting hair. You become that go-to lady for also braiding cornrows. The cornrows we make before we wear the wig is $50 to make it in this country. So if you know how to do it, it's going to save you a whole lot of money. That's one area I know how to. I know how to make cornrows, and I am looking into advertising. Take this as an advertisement. I make cornrows. So I'm going into making cornrows for people. Number 8 is cleaning. Cleaning is a very lucrative business in this country because lots of people move and they need to clean their houses. Some do Airbnbs, they need to clean their houses when guests leave. And if you know how to clean, you can charge as much as $80, $90 per hour to clean the house, or based on the magnitude of the house, you can charge for that. So if you know how to clean, in fact, cleaning is your thing is therapeutic for you, then you can channel that into what you do on the weekends. Number 9 is basic IT skills. It will amaze you to know that certain people don't know simple MS Office packages like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. They don't know how to create a simple presentation in PowerPoint. They don't know how to edit a document in Word. In I heard one of the senior executives talking. I just eavesdropped on the conversation, and we're talking about somebody they hired, and the person wasn't able to edit a document in MS Word. This is not where you want to be, particularly if you want to learn the role as soon as you get here. So you want to make sure that you have the skills, the Microsoft Office packages skills, and then if you're also good with design softwares, even if you don't know so much, at least learn before you come here. It's something that you can use to apply. The good thing about the Nigerian market, I keep saying this, is because back then when we were there, well, let me speak for myself. On my role, I was doing a lot of things. So when I came here, I was able to have multiple resumes for jobs that I could actually do. It's not like I was claiming that I could do them and I couldn't. I could. So I have some design skills. I know how to use MS Office packages. These are things that you need to know. And then some other people don't even know how to use meeting softwares like Zoom, like what's the name of that other one now? Zoom and Teams. Thank you. I was trying to remember Teams and the many other meeting software out there. You don't know how to schedule a meeting. You don't even know how to join the meeting. You don't know how to copy the meeting link. That's a very big problem. You should know all these basic skills. They are going to help you in your job. Number 10 is carpentry. They pay carpenters big time in this country. If you know how to do it, it's going to help you a great deal. If you know it's something you like to learn, you can also learn it so that you can use it in this country. And number 11 on my list is plumbing. Plumbing is a very good skill that you need to know. So for plumbing, like I said, the other day I had a plumbing issue in my house. The kitchen sink was stuck. It wasn't going. I bought all those items that could help you unclog the sink, but it just wasn't working, and they needed to call a plumber. And I'm sure the building management called the plumber, and they needed to bill it to them. I know they charge a lot. For you to call any of these handymen in this country is very expensive. And for the skill I mentioned before, plumbing, carpentry, say you want to fix your bed, your chairs, hang something on the wall, whatever handyman skill you have is going to be very useful for you in this country, and you could make a lot of income from it on the side, or you could decide to go into it full time and you're going to make a lot of money as well. I hope you found this video very informative. Please share. Please leave a comment below on the skill you have that has been making you money so far, or on the skill that you feel you want to develop so that when you come here, you'll be able to use. Or if you're already here, there's tons of resources online on YouTube where you can learn how to do these things. Please, if you're yet to subscribe, do so. Thank you for watching today's video. See you in the next one. Bye.